So some of you are used to hearing my regular intro line at this point, but I'm here to tell you that I'm going to change some things, I think. I am rebranding practically every day, or Aaron Shapiro, or Shutters and Triggers, into something new, uh, but not all that entirely different. Um, Over the past few months, as I have had the opportunity to write and film some review videos, especially since I did the video on my Speedmaster, which has become one of the most viewed videos um, on my channel. I have rediscovered my love for research and writing of gear reviews. Um, I have found that when you do some research on the back end of these videos, it focuses whoever. It focuses you down and allows you to be a little bit more polished and have a little bit better flow as you record these. And the process of doing that for me has been really enjoyable. But I didn't want to start another website. I didn't want to start a blog that had gear review posts on it. Just wasn't my thing. In my opinion, the gear review, the knife review, the flashlight review, what have you, translates best via video. As I tell you about a particular knife, I can show you that feature. I can talk about it, and you can see it in action instead of just seeing a before and after picture. And that is why I think that the video medium is the most successful for gear reviews. So I am going to focus on bringing you very detailed and researched videos as often as I can. But before we get into that, let's establish a couple of ground rules. First of all, I'm going to focus on two areas of gear primarily. I'm going to talk about knives, and I'm going to talk about watches. I will not talk about these two things exclusively. I have some other things in mind that I want to talk about, but I am going to primarily focus on knives and watches. They are mostly where my interests lie these days. And I think that because of that fact, I will be able to offer the most insight with the most interest from me on them. With that said, I'm going to do this two different ways. I am going to review production knives, and I am going to showcase custom gear. Here's my reasoning on this. It's very difficult to subjectively review a handmade knife, in my opinion. Others out there do it, but for my mileage, that's what I think. And here are a couple of reasons. They are expensive. And I will be the first to admit, this is on loan from a buddy, I might add. I will be the first to admit that it is very difficult to buy a $4, $5, $6, $7, $8, $900 knife and then get on camera and say that it is no good, because it is easier for me to convince myself why I like it, if that makes sense. Also, they are highly anticipated. I think that as a knife collector, which I will be the first to admit that I am, I think that the anticipation of getting a new custom knife sometimes allows you to overlook some flaws. That doesn't really do anybody any good. In addition to that, custom knives can and often are very difficult to come by. They're not something that somebody can just buy. They are, come on, that's a shame. There's a really nice Damascus pattern on this blade. There we go. They are difficult to come by. There are long wait times, and so I don't necessarily see the benefit of filming a review, if you will, of a knife that you can't go out and buy. I don't intend that to mean, look at all the nice stuff that I have and that you can't go out and get. I'm happy to talk with anybody who's interested in getting into custom knives. I may even do a video on getting into collecting custom knives, but I want to review stuff that I can send you from my video to purchase if it is something that meets the criteria that you need. So with that very unnecessary and long-winded explanation, I'm going to show you custom knives like this. I'm going to showcase them to you. I'm going to talk about features that I like. I'm going to point out the stuff on them that's really neat. I will give you history on the makers. That's it. It'll frankly be kind of like knife porn. It will just be something for you to see, something for you to take a look at. If you're on the USN or on Blade forums and you're a member of the custom forums and stuff like that, you'll know that this stuff pops up for sale. And like I said, if you want to message me, or I'll have an email address that you can reach out to me at, you're more than welcome to, and I would be happy to point you in the right direction of where to find stuff like this. Like the Crine fixed blades are somewhat regularly available. Patrick Doyle will have knives on his table at Blade Show that are first come, first served. Stuff like that. There are ways to get these things. But I think for a subjective review, I'm going to stick to production equipment. Knives, watches, flashlights, what have you. I'm going to stick to stuff that you can get on Blade HQ or something like that. So, with that said, there will be a testing process that I will go through as I do production knives. It'll be sort of a little, like cut test, testing regime, and whatnot. I'll film some of that on and off camera. I think it'll be kind of cool. And secondly, if you look back through my channel, you are going to notice that there are some older videos left up. Or if this is the first time you're coming to my channel, you are going to see videos in the past that don't meet the format that I typically use. This is because I've had this channel running since 2009. My aesthetic has changed, my preferences have changed, subject matter's changed, even my technique has changed. I'm leaving up these legacy videos because, and I'm going to be really honest with you guys, I earn AdSense money off of them. That money allows me the freedom to buy things to review for you to see. So I'm going to keep them available for searches and whatnot. Secondly, I left up the videos that have, for the most part, over 3,000 views. And this is largely because people are still watching them. Why should I take them down? So yeah, that's really it. I'm changing the name of the channel. It was Practically Every Day. That has become kind of a tired name for me. It was Aaron Shapiro and Shutters and Triggers before that. I am still Aaron Shapiro, but I'm going to call my channel EDC-ish. Because, all this stuff kind of EDC-ish. I want to talk about knives and watches, and I also want to talk about gear that makes it easier for you to EDC stuff. Maybe some of like the Tad pants. I'll have some flashlights that I bring in here. I may even do some pens from time to time. So, I don't know. This is just kind of a little bit of a mission statement video, a little informal. I'm looking forward to hearing what you guys have to say about it. And apart from that, I'm just going to say, keep an eye out for some upcoming videos, and I hope you like the direction I'm taking this. So, welcome to EDC-ish. I'm Aaron Shapiro. I will be reviewing knives and watches and other stuff. and I hope that you enjoy it. Go ahead and comment below if you have any ideas of stuff I should look at. If there's a particular piece of gear out there that you have been wanting to see a review on, I would be happy to take suggestions for that. And if you have any feedback or ideas of what I should do, I'm all ears. So that's it, guys. Thanks a lot. And I'll see you soon.